open it up for questions.
How has DJ done with handling everything you guys have put on his plate, transitioning from spring to fall?
Done a really good job. I mean, I think you see continued growth just from when he's come in from the spring, obviously winter, spring, getting the time in the off season with the guys, summer OTAs, and now through camp. I mean, he prepares at an elite level. I mean, his approach is unbelievable. It's something that we were obviously hoping for bringing him in, but super mature, constantly in the film room, film junkie, and I mean, it's important to him. You know, this is what he wants to do, and it shows.
In what area have you seen DJ grow?
Sure. I think just the comfort and the operation of the system, you know, and that is a repetitions thing, but and I've said it before, I mean, he knows a lot of football. He's been under a few different offensive coordinators, knows a lot of defense and everything too, but just figuring out what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're attacking in a certain way, and then just developing that comfort within that. And part of that too is just the players, the personnel, you know, so developing the rhythm and the timing with the guys around him, and I mean, we're starting to see that.
How well have you guys been able to learn about him, what he's good at, and how to model the offense to fit him best?
Sure. I think part of it was knowing what we were getting coming in, you know, and then obviously it's the other pieces around him too. What else do the guys around him do in hand with what he's comfortable with and what he likes to do? So it's a little bit of give and take back and forth.
How's Brock handled the role, you know, with getting the reps, being a second team type guy, knowing that there's time, all of that for him to come along?
Absolutely, it's our daily objective as a program, right? It's to get better every day, to get better by being the best version of yourself. And so, I mean, for Brock just coming in and learning from DJ still, getting pushed from Luke still, I mean, you see an ultra competitive quarterback room, so it's going to be exciting.
Are you guys in the scrimmages? How much do those help in terms of seeing how DJ handles game situations? I know you guys have lots of practice.
Yeah.
But how switch over to center was
just the situational work, practice or scrimmage. You get to go see him go operate, be in the flow of a game. It's not all base downs. You get some third downs, fourth down situations in there. You get some red zone, some low red zone, some backed up situations. So, I mean, getting a guy with a lot of experience already helps, but I mean, there's nothing like seeing the live bullets in there, or even just being in dope, just having that feeling of being in the stadium and having to go out and operate. I mean, as much as we can continue to put guys in situations like that and try and put them in the most difficult situation as possible, right? Try and manufacture some of those throughout the practice week, throughout the days. I think that helps them and helps their growth.
How has Luke handled elevated reps when he's had the opportunity?
Good. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen he's had his freshman moments too, but you guys see the talent. The talent is there. He's grown tremendously just throughout his I guess what 7 months he's been with us. Just continuing the repetition and the developed growth just in the classroom and on the field. And then for those younger guys, it's how quickly can you take the meeting to the field and then see that carryover, see that result and everything like that. So just something Luke's continuing to work through, but he's done a really good job. Really pleased with him.
Mike, good.
How much input does DJ get in terms of figuring out exactly what you guys want to do and what he likes?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have heard me say this before with Jordan too. It is give and take in the quarterback room. Like to a degree, you live in the gray a little bit. It's not always black. It's not always white. You know what I mean? You gotta find that middle ground. So within how we attack, within what we can do, how can we play to his strengths and the strength of our personnel?
Well, Mike admitted that you guys did put a lot on his plate in terms of install. What kind of menu, I guess, do you feel you guys are working with? Is it enough to keep teams probably off balance for the first few weeks as you get your feet in?
Yeah, I'd say DJ's done a really good job just handling what we've put on his plate. And I mean, there's going to be more. It's a little bit of the tip of the iceberg right now, if you will, but we got a pretty big iceberg. So
the competitiveness of the three, operating with the three, how impressive is it to you, and how healthy is that quarterback?
It's awesome. I mean, those guys just from the time, honestly, that DJ got here, throughout the summer, throughout the spring, throughout the summer, they're hanging out with each other, playing golf away from the facility. Just the bond that they have outside of football is pretty cool to see. Especially, to be honest with you, like, I give a lot of credit to DJ. You're a fifth-year guy. He's here for 1 year. There's other guys. I mean, Luke had been around the program for a few years just through his recruiting process. and then obviously Brock's personality within the team. So for DJ to come in and kind of just assimilate into the room the way that he did was pretty impressive. But it's fun to see that group grow close together and be competitive as well.
How much of DJ being ready is, Mike talked about everybody needs to do their job when it comes to running the ball properly. Is it just him getting you guys in the right place when it comes to run checks and things of that
A little bit of everything. I mean, it's getting us into the right plays, and that can be whether it's formation adjustments or the scheme itself. And then, I mean, bottom line, it comes down to just the trust that we have in him to make the right decision. I mean, we're riding with the decision that he makes, and you know what? If it's not a good play, whatever that is, it's what's the next best answer? How can I protect the football and give us a chance to snap it one more play? Yeah, I mean, I think within the confines of the rules, I mean, we try and keep into account 15 seconds that thing's going to shut off. So if there's a quick blast of information that they can get, or just a quick tip or something like that, I mean, it's definitely useful. But there's also that fine line for us to balance as coaches. Like, we want to try and give them a bunch, but at the same time, you got to realize they got to go out and play too. You know, so you don't want to paralyze them a little bit by too much. But I think we've done a good job balancing that. The quarterbacks have definitely taken to it.
Are you talking to them through the helmet? Or
Coaches adults. Yep.
have you guys gotten like feedback from the quarterbacks about what they can digest in that amount of time, what they want to kind of hear that helps them out?
Yeah. They're again, it's that give and take back and forth, and each guy is a little bit different. The more comfort that they have in what they're doing, the more we can let them go out and play. For some of the younger guys, to be honest with you, you want to help them a little bit more, and that does help the learning curve, but at the same time, you want to get them to a point where they can see it, they can go out and play, and you can kind of just give them that quick blast before the play call gets in for anything extra.
In terms of the look of the offense, Malik seems to be kind of a guy that's emerged as a top target possibly. Does DJ just feel comfortable within the confines of the offense, or is it something where he's going to want to look at somebody particularly?
I think, I mean, we got playmakers all over the field in every position. Malik's done a good job of just establishing himself, and when the opportunities have been presented, I mean, he's made the most of his situation, his opportunities. And then off of that, just other guys stepping up around him. I mean, we'll be able to do some things with some different guys, but I mean, Jalen Brown's come along too. I mean, that running backs room is loaded again. Kyle Morlock, you guys have seen it, has had a strong camp for us as well. So it's just continuing to find the pieces and do what suits our personnel the best.
Does Kyle provide something that makes DJ kind of gravitate towards him, or is it just the way these plays are being called?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I mean, this is now his second year in the system, and so he's more comfortable with it. He has a little bit better understanding of what we're trying to do. Coach Thompson does a phenomenal job with him, just trying to convey what that game plan is, what it looks like. And then, I mean, just the reliability that I think that Kyle has shown, especially throughout this fall camp. DJ's definitely, and quarterbacks in general, have developed a lot of confidence.
Okay.